another episode of Teacher Talk. Today with me, two very special guests who both live in Brazil, and their names are Juan Uribe and Buddy.
Hey!
Thank you very much for being here, the two of you. For those teachers who may be just starting primary or very young learners, or who have been teaching maybe a lot of years and have never used a puppet, for example, what would you recommend these teachers to do?
I would say like choose a puppet that you identify with. Yeah, if the puppet is bigger, then that can be better for students to see it. If you have a puppet with legs and arms, the puppet can do more things.
Right.
Choose a voice that is different from yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, my voice is very different.
Yes.
I know, buddy. Think about things that the puppet can do. Yes, our puppets can dance, they can tell you a secret, they can sleep, yeah? And always when it comes to puppet, to puppeteering, bring the puppet with a problem. Instead of saying, "Hi, I'm a frog, I'm 8 years old." Yeah, it's difficult for the conversation to continue.
Right.
What you can say is,
You know, I forgot how to jump.
so then you bring a problem, and then you're inviting students to contribute,
Right.
and then do things with the puppet. Yeah. So for example, you can have a glass of water, and then the puppet drinks water. You can bring a third object to the scene, so then you already have some interaction happening there. And the thing is, if you're having a good time, they're having a good time.
Sure.
Go to puppet plays, watch puppeteers on YouTube.
Right.
I've written some posts on
Great.
puppeteering. So there are lots of resources out there.
What I realize, by the way, is that whenever you make Buddy speak to me, I realize that unconsciously I'll be looking at Buddy all the time.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Well, the thing is, you don't have to be a ventriloquist. So you can see now, Juan's mouth is moving. Yeah?
So sometimes people say, "Oh, I'm not a ventriloquist." You don't have to be a ventriloquist to be a puppeteer, yeah? Right. It's better like to hold it sort of like in between you and the student.
Right.
It would be more difficult
If I was here?
yeah. And then make sure that the student, the puppet is looking at the person to whom the puppet's talking.
Right.
Yeah, and
Make and move the mouth using the syllables.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's practice, yeah? After some time, you can do it.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's so true. What impact does Buddy have in your classroom, and how do you create that?
Well, I do many things. Yeah. So, for example, when we want to review, I help.
yeah. So then when we're reviewing, we might have students that haven't totally grasped the concept, so they teach Buddy.
Right.
Yeah, we have moments in which Buddy checks the instructions. Sometimes, for example, we might have a shy student,
Right.
and then Buddy is also shy. And then I can talk indirectly to students through Buddy, giving Buddy some advice. Also, Buddy can be used to talk to the class about how the class went in terms of behavior, in terms of use of English, and it's really nice. I believe that language should be always used as a means of communication.
Definitely.
Yeah. So it makes no sense for me to ask students their names because I already know them.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the same way, that makes no sense to ask if Buddy is a frog or a dog.
Right.
Yeah. But it's very interesting to get students to ask Buddy questions because
They never know what I'm going to say.
Right.
yeah,
Predictable.
yeah, and then we can give Buddy, for example, for students to read. So then that Buddy is the one doing the reading, not the students. So if Buddy makes a mistake, that's fine. Or Buddy reads to the class and Buddy makes mistakes and students correct. buddy. So
it's like a medium in between teacher and
yeah,
student.
yeah. There are so many different ways, and then we can celebrate.
Yeah, I can dance with students, I sing.
Yeah, so many things that the students, for example, here, buddy.
I have this Buddhist bracelet.
It's a beautiful bracelet, buddy.
Thank you. I meditate. See? So in the meditation moment, we all meditate together.
So if also you have a student who's not feeling well, and then that student can have a buddy sitting next to him or to her during the class. So I'd highly recommend teachers having a puppet, and not only teachers of young learners and teens, but every teacher, because puppets are an amazing way to convey caring and affect.
And this way making the language learning process more effective.
Yes.
Definitely.
Well.
What we want, Dirk, is to make the language memorable.
Right.
So having a puppet, talking about ourselves, this raises the level of interest, and also you're not worried about, when you're talking, you're not focused on what the tense, the words that the student is using. I mean, students are worried about the message that is being conveyed, and then language is being really used as a true means of communication.
Definitely.
It's like learning language through communication.
I think that is a wonderful way to finish this interview.
Yeah.
I would like to thank you, Juan. I would like to thank you, buddy.
Thank you so much, Dirk, for having us.
The pleasure was totally mine. Thank you all for once again watching another episode of Teacher Talk. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the YouTube page. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And remember once again that a great teacher never stops learning. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.